Hey folks, John here. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to This World My Take, where the headlines meets real talk. How you guys been, folks? I hope you had a pretty good week and your weekend is off to a good start. God bless you. And folks, I would like to ask you for a little favor. Please do help the channel grow. Do hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and turn on your notification so that whenever I do drop something, you'll be the first to get notified. Now let's get into it and let's talk about why we're here today. So folks, I want to talk about something that it's not going to sit well with a whole lot of people. I do understand that a whole lot of demographics stop by the channel and they check out what we have to say. I do appreciate that. And I just want to let you know, this vlog, what I'm going to say, I'm not trying to point fingers and I'm not trying to hit on one specific, race demographic. But I do think that we need to talk about these things to have an open conversation. Now, folks, let me start with the deportations that have been going on in America. When Donald Trump was running for second term, he promised to get rid of criminals, any person that moved into this country and has a criminal record. And as we know it, it's a whole lot of people who came into the country and over the years, they have committed a whole lot of crimes. Now, I don't know why you will move into a country, regardless if you get there and you get residency and you become a naturalized citizen. I do not understand why you will move into a different country and you think that it is okay to break the laws. That being said, man, so he promised his people, his base, that we are going to get rid of all the criminals, the rapists, the drug traffickers, the thieves and so on and whatnot. And he got into office. He got voted by the base, 80 million people. And he started doing that. But, as time went on, it's no longer about, those criminals. It's about every migrant who is in the country, and they have been arresting even naturalized citizens and legal permanent resident people in the country. Now, folks, this whole deportation has been ongoing, and there's been different policies and different things that have at play. And then this man, with his stooges in government, in Congress, they have helped him pass this big, beautiful bill, which has given this push a lot of fundings, billions and billions of dollars to carry on with this, arrest and ICE raids and so on and so forth. Now, folks, we have seen different episodes with this whole deportation. We have seen riots in California. We have seen destruction of properties. Mind you, I am not here to support any destruction of property. I believe that any protest needs to be peaceful. Now, this went down, and one prominent thing that kept being repeated by people of the other side is these folks are protesting and they are waving flags of a foreign country in a different land. Now, that has been said over and over on social media. People have reacted to it. People have condemned. People have castigated. We've heard a whole lot of things. And I want to say this. I just want to ask, if your parents came from a different country, let's say, for example, India, or let's say Germany, or let's say, yes, Israel. Yeah, I think that's a good one that's going to get people talking. Aren't you allowed, to maybe put a flag in front of your house, put a flag of, your parents' home country? Isn't it allowed for you to do that? That is just a question. Granted, you guys will say, but John, that is at home. This is not a protest. But what if those people that were protesting were actually descendant from that country? And in this case, the flag that we saw waving around was actually the Mexican flag. And a whole lot of people, with this whole, this racist anti-immigration notion that these folks are the reasons why some of these, this lower level white folks are poor. That is a conversation for a different vlog, which we are going to talk about. But the fact that some people take this thing literally and they get offended when they see somebody waving a flag from a different country in America. Now, mind you, I did mention a couple of countries, like if your parents were from these countries, and one of those countries I mentioned was Israel. Now, there is a video I want us to watch, and then we will continue. Just watch this, of a lady, an entitled white woman, aka racist, who saw this guy with this flag in front of his house, and she thought that it was her duty to say something. And of course, we all know what these privileged white folks always want to say. Let's watch this.
Not fucking Mexico, motherfuckers. It's illegal to have a Mexican flag and not an American one, motherfucker. I'm calling ICE. Watch, bitches. This is fucking America.
Well, folks, you guys heard her, and I just want to ask a question. If that flag that this lady felt so offended about, if that was the flag of the state of Israel, do you think that her reaction would be the same? If that flag was the flag of, let's say, the United Kingdom, UK, do you think, the British flag, do you think that lady's reaction would have been the same? Now, if that flag was an Irish flag, do you think that her reaction would be the same, or she would just pass and just, go about her business? Now, let me say this. Some of you will come here and tell me all sorts of things. And if one flag cannot be hoisted or, put in a country, I do believe that every other flag is not supposed to be hoisted in the country. If you are offended that somebody has a Mexican flag waving in front of their property, you should be offended that the state of Israel's flag and a Jewish flag should be hoisted in front of somebody's property in America. But we all know that there is actually some kind of undertone of hate, racism towards these flags. I'm going to end this vlog by saying this. I want you to let me know, do you support what this lady did and what she said? Now, this is for educational purposes. This is not for insults. Do you support this lady in what she said in the video? And if she said that, do you agree, or are you saying, or are you telling me that any other flag should not be hoisted anywhere in America? Forget about the fact that it's during a protest, because I don't think that was a protest where this lady was trying to show her privileges and how to talk shit. So this one is complicated. We are going to keep talking about it. Stay blessed, folks, and have a